Hello and welcome to WellFit Rock. My name is Jesse. I'm a physical therapist assistant and a personal trainer, and I'm going to take you guys through now a balance and fall prevention workout for today. And balance and fall prevention is so important. I've recently read that unfortunately 1 in 4 Americans over the age of 65 suffer a fall each year. So something to take very seriously. But otherwise, guys, we're going to get started for today. Thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started on our balance workout for today for fall prevention and safety. Let's start off here with some housekeeping items, right? So we want to make sure always with balance exercise that we keep ourselves safe. So we want to have a chair within our reach, and ideally we'd like to have this chair in front of us so that you can have either both hands, one hand, or even just fingertips on that chair, or even challenging with taking those hands off. We want to ideally have the chair within that immediate reach so that we keep ourselves safe, because that is the number one priority. Okay, but just for demonstration purposes, I've got my chair to the side, but just keep that in mind for you. You might want to have it in front of you, or at least have it with that immediate reach. Okay, all right, and then number 2, each of these exercises are just going to be upper body reach based. So we're going to be reaching outside of our base of support in different areas and stimulating balance and weight shift and transfer to stabilize and lower our risk for fall for today. Okay? And now along with that, each of our exercises, we're going to have our feet shoulder width apart. So pretty much our standard positioning for each of these exercises. All right, we got 10 exercises. We're going to get started on each of these for today. And our first one is going to be hands on the thighs, reaching down toward our kneecaps. Okay, so it's a small hinge. We're going to reach down for those kneecaps, drawing those hips back, and then we're going to return all the way back up into starting position as we repeat. Pressing those hips back, reaching down for the kneecaps, and then returning back up. It's just a small hinge. We're not reaching deep down to touch our toes or anything, just for the kneecaps here. Keep your core engaged so your stomach muscles squeezed as well to protect your trunk. Return back up. And then last one right here, returning all the way back up. Upright position before we move on to the second exercise. So number 2, arms down by the sides, and we're going to reach for the outsides of the kneecap. So a lateral side bend on each side. Slow and controlled as always. All right, so these side bends, recommend also squeezing your stomach muscles to engage your core during these side bends. But we're also changing our vestibular field, or our visual field, to be able to accomplish and stimulate multiple balance centers within our body. There's last one on each side. Return back to center position. And we're going to go ahead and reach back with one hand at a time. So we're going to take that right hand, reach back behind our body, and take a look as you reach back for that hand. Return to neutral and switch sides. Extend at the shoulder, reach back, and view that hand reaching back. Another vestibular based exercise, so we're getting our visual field engaged with the reach. And even if it's just a small reach like mine, that's great. If you want to reach further behind and don't have anything behind you, that works great too. But again, it's just a small reach. Look behind your shoulder there for that arm and that hand as it reaches back. There's the last one on each side. And return back to center position. Beautiful. Next one, now we're reaching forward one hand at a time. We'll start with that right hand, reach forward outside of that base of support, and then return all the way back in. You'll notice in the process of reaching forward, your hips will press back to accommodate and keep your center of gravity mostly in the center because of that. Good, so we're slow and controlled with these reaches. Okay, so we're doing 5 on each side for this one as well. Feel that weight transfer onto the toes, and then return back to the center, right? So we're getting our body used to being able to transfer that weight forward and then return back in to center position. Last one on each side here. And beautiful, we can go ahead and return back in. Okay, next one, we're going to go ahead and reach across the body, rotate at the hips, reach across, return back in, and then rotate and reach across on the other side. Very good. Rotate and reach, return, and rotate and reach. You might find that some of these are a little harder than others for you. Everyone's a little bit different. So find out what particularly is tricky for you, and you can even focus on repeating those exercises to improve your balance. There's the last one on each side here. Good, and we'll return back to center position. We're going to go ahead, take one hand, reach up and over the head. Each side, return, and switch. Okay, so slow and controlled. A little small side bend on each side in the midst of these up and over reaches. Okay, taking our time with these. Just do the last two on each side now. And then here's last one on each side. Beautiful. Okay, next one right here. We're gonna have our lateral reaches. So we're gonna stretch and reach out to the side as we transfer our weight laterally, return in, and then switch sides. Reaching out, shifting, returning in. Again, reaching out to the side, slowly return back in. So you feel that slow and controlled weight transfer. You might also be able to feel that heel lift up on the opposite foot as we transfer our weight. So as we get more and more comfortable, you'll start to see that where you're actually able to off-lift one foot at a time off of the floor. Last one each here. Beautiful, return back to center position. Next, we're gonna hit our diagonal reaches. Okay, so picture a box out in front of you. We're gonna take this right hand reach for that upper diagonal out in front, and then switching sides. Good, outside of our basal support, right? So reaching across, forward, and high to that diagonal point. Okay, so in this one you can also feel that weight shift, and then that opposite heel will lift on each side as you get more and more comfortable with these diagonal reaches as well. We got two more here on each side. All these stimulating our balance transfers just a little bit different, requiring different types of stability. Good, we'll return back in. Now we're going to the lower diagonal, so reaching down and across and slightly forward, each side right here. Protect that trunk here by squeezing those abdominals. Make sure you come all the way upright before you switch sides right here. Outside of that basal support, also getting a little bit of weight transfer in the midst of this reaching exercise as well. We got our last one here on each side, taking your time with these. All right, and returning back up. Okay, last exercise right here, reaching forward outside of our base of support. So two hands reaching forward to that maximal point for you, and then pull back, squeeze those shoulder blades back to practice our posture as we repeat. Reaching forward, and then pulling back, squeezing those shoulder blades. Good. Slow and controlled. You're feeling that weight transfer onto the toes once again with this one, and then returning back in. Here's our second to last one here. And then last reaching exercise. And return and relax those arms down. All right, so that's going to conclude our balance workout for today. These were all upper body reaching based, right? So there's lots and lots of other balance exercises that can be done. Stay tuned for more videos and content on balance exercises, but for today, stay safe and thanks for joining.